Hi, everybody! Roar! Creature and Trucks back with another review, and we just got back from watching James Gunn's Superman. Yeah, I loved watching this movie. It was great, and it did show us the whole thing, like how it was in other aspects of Superman. How it showed us in the beginning, where we see Clark or Kal-El and getting shot. Well, getting, being jettisoned to Earth by his parents, and, well, it wasn't like that. It started showing the history of the whole metahumans thing, like 3 centuries ago, the first metahuman came around. Yeah. And we all know in DC that was like Vandal Savage. Then it came out with 30 years ago with Kal-El being saved from Krypton's explosion, its destruction. And then 3 years. And then for 3 years, he's been Superman. And then we see, other stuff. 3 hours he started fighting a villain by the name of Hammer Baravia. Or Baravian Hammer, I would say. And then we see 3 minutes later, he lost. He actually lost. Who would have thought that he was able to lose in that kind of a fight? Yeah, and frankly, he was landed right there in the Arctic. Ooh. And thanks to Crypto, he was able to get to the Fortress of Solitude. Thanks to his Calyx robots. We're able to heal him. And he has that message from his parents saying he's supposed to, do good by the planet. The reason why he was sent to the planet. Yeah. And, for 3 months we also see the little bit of a rematch between that Baravian Hammer and Superman. Whew. And it turns out that this Baravian Hammer isn't in league with that country in Baravia. Well, Superman did stop that war in Baravia. I mean, the president of Baravia, he's a freaking tyrant. And, he's in cahoots with Lex to do a whole thing with the country. Lex being Lex and all that. And I really loved the whole thing that, I really loved the suit that they made, the Fortress of Solitude, and not to mention with Crypto, he played an important part. Not to mention we already had Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific calling themselves the Justice Gang. They're still workshopping the name and stuff. And let's not forget about Metamorpho. He was just another one of Lex's prisoners. Yeah, Lex created a pocket dimension, or a pocket universe, as it's actually called. And he puts a lot of metahumans and other kind of people in there. Even people he doesn't like anymore. Even ex-girlfriends. You're kidding me. Why can't he just be a normal person and dump them and just have them go home? Yeah, I know. And let's not forget that he also has 2 people under his command, 2 super people under his command, called Ultraman and the Engineer. The Engineer, she's like a meta that has she has she was injected with tiny, like, robots called nanites. Not the kind of nanites from Generator Rex, no. They allow her to, like, turn her... She's like a living weapon. Yeah. She's nothing like Generator Rex, but she's still dangerous. Yeah. And, wow. An Ultraman? What a stupid name. And an Ultraman was behind that whole, wearing the suit, posing as the Hammer of Baravia. And we also get a look into Clark and Lois's relationship. They've been together like 3 months. Which was really, really good. But we also see that Lois not being, thinking the relationship isn't going to work. And Lex is still being his usual hate Superman at all costs thing. I don't care what happens, kill Superman. He's just envious of him, jealous, everything. I mean, he just wanted to make me punch him. I really did want to punch him. But I would want to be Superman. I would just want to be Superman. People thinking he's... And, he's not evil. I mean, Lex only sees a monster. No, a freak. But no. I see someone who stands for truth, justice, and everything. And Lex even he broke into the Fortress of Solitude and decoded the rest of the message left to him by Jor-El and his wife. I can't believe by Clark's Kryptonian mom and dad. They said that he would be the ruler of the planet of Earth. That shouldn't even be... No, it shouldn't be. And it was 100% authentic. Yeah. It was stupid. I hate Lex. I hated Lex with a passion. Yeah. I even loved the story, how it was going, the hardships, the everything about this movie. It was great. You can't just have the ups, the down, or the downs by themselves. You have to have ups and downs in every movie. I mean, this was nothing I've ever seen before for a Superman movie. Not even in Man of Steel. Not even with Christopher Reeve's Superman. Nope. This one was a lot deeper and better. The guy really nailed Lex in such a way. He really captured the crazy, the envy, the evil, everything that Lex is. And I especially loved Krypto. He was fun. And we even see that Ultraman was a Superman clone. But we all know that would be Bizarro. Yeah. But unfortunately, he got sucked into a black hole. So, never to see him again. Oh, we also see Kara. Turns out she's a real party animal. Yeah. And it turns out that Krypto is Kara's dog. And the reason why Krypto is so playful, aggressively playful, it's because Kara doesn't do any, disciplinary, didn't go through any obedience training with Krypto. Well, you can't expect her to be like her cousin. Nope. And I cannot wait for the Supergirl movie that's coming. I really cannot wait to see what's going to happen. And Jason Momoa being like Lobo, that's going to be fun. And I cannot wait to see what happens with this new version of the DC universe. Starting with Superman. This whole new universe is being started with Superman. And it's going to work its way up into the Justice League. It's going to be amazing. Cannot wait to see who's going to be Batman in that universe. Cannot wait to see who's going to be Wonder Woman either. So, hope you liked our review of... Wait, there's some other stuff. You have to see, like, the anger, the sadness with Clark. The actor, David Cornsweet, he was able to be Superman perfectly. Yeah, you can really see the sadness and anger on some of this stuff. Yeah, the anger he feels when he wants to protect the people he loves, and knowing that his Kryptonian parents sent him to Earth to be like some kind of a conqueror, and the sadness he feels from that. But his Earth parents, John and Martha, they really, really love him. And Jonathan, he told him that parents don't make the child make him who he is. It's his choices, his ups, his downs. It's his choices. He chose to be Superman. Yeah, nobody else told him to. He did. And I really loved this whole message. I really loved everything. So, hope you liked our review. So don't forget to like our videos, comment what you think, share with your friends. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe right away. And don't forget to, help us reach 700 subscribers. And hope you like my shirt. This is Critic Creature Trucks telling you to have a lovely summer, guys. And continue to have a lovely summer. Bye, everybody. Rah!